What's good, y'all? It's your boy JTK, aka Josh Too Cool, and welcome back to another video. Now, today is not a reaction video. Another one of me talking to y'all. Now, I'm not sure when I'm gonna put this out. I'm recording this on. I'm going off the top of my head. July 12th. Yes, July 12th. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna put this out. Whether I'm gonna put it out tonight or what, but uh this is me just talking to y'all because I know y'all have been part of the process of me training for MMA and wrestling. And, one time in February, I was supposed to have a kickboxing match, and that got put to bed because of, a sickness I got and then all of that stuff. And then May 29th, I was supposed to have an actual, MMA fight, against the guy that I knew. And then I dropped out of that fight. And so I feel like I do owe an explanation, even though I only have 257 subscribers. Even though I don't have that large of a fan base, I have people that are close to me, and people that are close to me and that watch, my videos and stuff. And I feel like this would kind of clarify everything because I was supposed to have, two fights already, and they both didn't happen, and one of them I dropped out of. The other one was mostly because everything was on lockdown, and then right after, boom, I got a stomach sickness. But the reason I know I bring up wrestling as a, some people call it an excuse, and those people that call it an excuse for me to get out of fights is knows nothing at all. They know nothing at all, and the reason I say that is because I'm really prioritizing wrestling. And when I had, aspirations to have that MMA fight, I wasn't taking it as serious. And then like scouts weren't very that heavy on me either. And so once they started really being heavy on me and started like looking at me and paying attention towards me, I'm like, I really don't want to risk an injury. And I know I have like another year, but it's MMA, for crying out loud. One, good shot to your head and you're done for the rest of your career. Like that, your career's over before it starts, right? And it can take anybody that gives you a shot to the head, um, can take you out for life, right? It can take you out. Um, MMA, boxing is not a sport to play at all. Even the kickboxing match, we were gonna do no headgear, and one shot to the head can take you out. Well, even a shot to the body, right? Especially me with my stomach problems, and that is really why I dropped out of the May 29th fight, of the MMA fight, is because I wanted to focus more on wrestling. And then I started getting more into boxing, right? Obviously I'm all around, right? I love MMA. I love the mixed martial arts world. And then I started doing boxing a lot more than I usually did. And then, I started training with the heavy bag, started made it a boxing gym, all that stuff, have mats down here and stuff, like you guys saw. And, I had, I started sparring. And then I started sparring, and then I get a mild, concussion, right? I get hurt again. And then I'm out for a while. I'm out for a few weeks, but I'm probably not gonna spar. I'm probably not gonna spar for a very long time, especially with my senior year around the corner and sports maybe continuing this year. I can't risk an injury, and that wrestling is a big part of why I've been dropping out of fights. And I get it, like a lot of people are saying, why are you picking fights if you're gonna drop out of them? That May 29th fight, the MMA fight, was the only one that I really had scheduled. A lot of people wanted to spar me and all that stuff, and I get that, but like I said, I'm probably not gonna be sparring for a while, man. For a while, because bro, some of you guys don't, like, the people that are close to me, I know I say that line a lot, but the people that know me well, the people that have been watching this channel for a while, knows when I'm taking something serious, I push things to the side. I make sure I thrive in it, and I make sure I succeed. And if that means putting boxing to a side, putting fighting to a side, then so be it. Then that's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna put those things aside so I can focus on it. And I tried doing that with basketball, but wrestling just came back, and wrestling for me is just my sport. That's what I do. I wrestle people. I have a damn shirt for on for crying out loud, right? I love the sport. I always want to wrestle. Every single day I feel like wrestling. And it's just something that's, become second nature to me, really. And y'all can call me crazy, but I love, mauling people on the mat. Like it's something satisfying about it. But in all seriousness, you know, a lot of people call me out and say, oh, you're this, you're that, you're scared and all that stuff. You're using wrestling as an excuse and all that stuff. And people that are close to me, people that I know personally, are telling me this too. And it's just like, you don't know how serious I'm really taking this. You don't know, like, there's some people that do. There's a lot of you that do know, and I respect you for that. And I respect everybody who's, had my back and be like, man, I get you. I get you're trying to get that scholarship. What I'm working my ass off for right now. That is what I'm working for. I haven't got one scholarship offer, and I really, I don't, like I said, I don't know when this video is coming out, but if it's down the road, then I hope I already have a scholarship offer. But, as of right now, I don't. And that's what I'm working for. And I want that scholarship offer more than anything right now. And I want it more than an MMA match. I want it more than anything right now. And so that's what I'm working for. And that's why I'm not fighting right now. I'm just not. I'm I guess you could say a boxing coach right now. I'm training people currently. One of my guys has a fight coming up on August 28th. I like training people. I love the sport so much because I can't compete. I'm going to teach it, right? That's what I do, right? That's me being a part of the sport because I know a lot about boxing. I know a lot about MMA, right? But right now I currently can't compete in MMA because of me wanting to wrestle at the highest level. So I'm gonna teach it instead. That's what I'm gonna do because I still want to be around it. I still want to be there. Rocky Balboa. For if you guys have watched the movie, he was told that if he gets hit again by Apollo Creed in this eye, he could go blind, right? But he wanted to be around boxing, right? He wanted to be there. And he wanted to be in that gym even if it meant sweeping the ring, sweeping the floors, carrying the buckets all around, right? And then he ended up still taking that fight because he's determined. There's no doubt in my mind that I would probably have an MMA bout sometime in my life. Like I guess you could say I plan on it. But I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna force it. If it comes to me, then boom. If I see the opportunity to have an MMA bout, I will take it. But right now, it's wrestling for me. That's what I'm focused on. And even the guys that I train in boxing and stuff like that, while they're doing some of their individual drills, I'm there training myself too, right? Not only am I training people, but I'm training myself as well because I want to get to the highest level, but I also want to get to the highest level with other people, right? I want to bring those guys up with me, right? I want to work with them, right? One of my close friends, I'm gonna say his name because man, I rock with this guy so much. This guy's has a fight coming up, Santiago, man. This guy has worked so hard, bro, and he went from not really knowing a lot about the sport of boxing within like a few weeks, man. This guy has just absorbed that boxing life. I mean, this guy was ready for a camp with a month of training, not even, right? This guy was ready for it. He wanted to do it. He was determined. And alongside him, I'm training too. So it's not like I'm sitting here and throwing orders at him. He sees me working too, And I know we're kind of, we don't say it, but in our heads, we're competing with each other. Two different sports, but the same goal. We're competing with each other. We're seeing who can work harder. And this guy works very hard, man. He's the guy that he's one of the, I'm training a couple people right now, but he's one of the guys that I'm training as a fight coming up. And this guy works insanely hard. And, like, I work hard too. I love hard work. And there is no better, person to teach than someone that works hard. Because you could be the most talented, right? Somehow be the most talented boxer. The person that works harder in that camp is going to win that fight. The person that works hard is going to win that fight. But that's really what I wanted to address in this video, is that I'm not dropping out of fights because I'm scared. I love to fight. Like I said, I love the satisfaction of mauling another human being, right? Of tossing another human being or punching somebody else in the face, to be quite frank with you. That's satisfying to me, right? Absolutely satisfying. And so that is why, I love MMA. I love boxing. But wrestling is, like I said, it's second nature to me. That is my world right there. And a lot of people are not going to understand that. But for you guys that are, athletes that want that D1 scholarship and all that stuff and are still saying stuff about me, I want you to think about something right now. If you loved something, you love something like MMA or whatever, right? But you also wanted that, basketball or football scholarship, whatever it is that you do. You want that most, right? You don't want to risk injury, because you get injured, you're done. You have no scholarship on the table. Your career is done. I want y'all to think about that real quick. Because the minute you get hurt, the minute you have a serious injury doing something else, you're going to live with that regret for the rest of your life. And people are going to call you out like they're calling me out right now, right? But it's all based on what you want to do. Don't let other people's words, detour you from your goal, right? Don't let them do that, right? So you athletes out there that are working for a D1 scholarship, think about that right now. You wouldn't want to risk injury and risk your whole scholarship, risk your whole career. You wouldn't want to do that. And so that's where I'm coming from with this. That's why that's why I dropped out of the MMA fight. I know I made a whole video of me dropping out of the MMA fight, but some people are still not getting that context. They're still not getting that through their head that, I really want this. And I really want this scholarship more than anything in the world. You can take, every hour out of my day, right? I'm going to take it, you can give me 2 hours in a day. Give me 2 hours in a day only, and I'm going to spend those 2 hours working. I'm not going to waste it, I'm not going to waste, 30 minutes playing video games or anything. If you only give me 2 hours in a day, which obviously is impossible, but I'm just showing you guys how bad I really want this. I'm not wasting my time with nobody or with anything, right? If you give me only 2 hours in a day, don't call my phone, right? Don't text me, right? Because I'm going to be working those 2 hours, right? And it was like, oh, Josh, you're going to sleep? No, I'm not going to sleep if I only have 2 hours in a day. But that's just me. And I want this scholarship so bad, y'all, that, I'm of the mindset that if I don't have a date for prom this year, I'm not going. I'd rather stay at home and work, right? I'd rather work out. I'd rather train than, go to prom alone, right? I mean, obviously, if I have a date, I'm going to go. But if I don't, what's the point in going? What's the point? To party? That ain't me, right? That the greats, the GOATs of any sport, they didn't waste their time partying and all that nonsense. They worked, right? When other people were partying, they were working. Think of Kobe Bryant. He wasn't the partier. He wasn't the party guy, right? Every time his friends were at parties, right, he would be there maybe an hour, 2 hours late, right? People are starting to leave maybe, right? Because he's in the gym working. That is me. That is my mentality, right? If back to prom, if I'm not going to prom with anybody, I'm not going. I'm not going. I know prom is like the biggest thing, but why would I go alone when I can work out and train alone? Take that extra time to train. Why would I do that, right? And so that's my perspective. That is my point of view there. And that is just goes to show you how much I really want this scholarship and how much I'm working for it. And if I don't get it, man, then I'm I'm obviously going to be hurt. I'm obviously going to be a little angry, but I don't want to look back and say, "Man, I could have worked harder." Because I'd never want to live with that. I would never be able to. And I just don't want to look back and have regrets and be like I could have worked harder. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna keep working and try and get that scholarship because that is my goal right now, yo. But if you made it through this whole video, man, you are a real one, bro. You are a real one. Drop a W in the in the comments, bro. If you made it through this whole video, let me know your thoughts on this. I hope this really got through to some of y'all, and y'all are really feeling me. I don't I really don't like making serious videos like this a lot, but sometimes I have to. But yeah, man, that's gonna wrap this video up, man. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all the videos. Most importantly, stay cool. I'm gone, y'all. Take it easy.